Hello and welcome. Welcome to this new, now ever present, ever expanding moment here with me. I welcome you into my presence. It is my greatest joy to be in your presence, your fullness, your wholeness. You and me and all others has been through so much transformation, transcendence in all different trajectories, known and unknown. And all of that has brought us to this present moment now, here. I honor you for all the paths that you've brought to my awareness, the paths that we all share in our own unique way. I honor you for courage to stay on the path, regardless of how it looks like and sounds like. In many moments are not heard or seen or felt by others. Yet all of that has allowed you moments of practice to know what it means to be fully in your body, the one place and space. It's always with you, always there for you. A place of love, a place of peace, a place that can't be described really, because when we try to put a word to that place of grace, it in itself limits the experience. That is what I've learned. And this morning, as I moved through my moments to moment to moment, I kept on seeing this round sphere with a dot in the middle. And then I was moving, and then I see the sphere again with the dot in the middle. And then I took a moment, just get still and be present to this vision that I was receiving. Didn't know it was a vision because it felt and looked so simple, so normal. Yet so powerful. And just a few moments ago, the word came, centeredness. And as I saw that word so clearly, I knew that all the paths that I've been on, that you've been on, that all of us have been on in our unique ways, has brought us to the center of all centers. If you take a circle, a sphere, a ball, this with the other half in it, in the center, There is a place in space. And this morning, earlier, when I saw the word centeredness, and I remembered that place so clearly, I saw myself moving all my awareness into this place and the other side out of that place. I realized, but I'm still here in my body. And then I knew that was the place and space within the most centered place of my being. The portal, the gateway, the door, the channel, the conduit, the instrument. Always here and now. From one moment to another, in and out from that centered place. Not a place outside of us. It's never been there outside of us. As you know, always here, always now. And as we stand here, sit here in the simplicity thereof, feel notice or become aware of the spaciousness that you are. Your heartField, your cosmic living light body, allowing the most sacred place within you to become known to you more fully in this moment. The beauty of the knowing that as you enter into that place, the limited awareness of your physicalized expression cannot comprehend or understand that such a place exists right here in this now moment. Where all your physical awareness realizes and remember as you enter into that centered place within your heart and move through there, you experience yourself as the one cosmic heart-filled crystalline light body that you are, moving through that place into your awareness of your physical expression. And you start realizing what it really means to be a channel, a conduit, an instrument, a messenger, a doorway, a portal of love, of grace, of wisdom, of peace, of freedom. That you truly are bringing that into a physicalized experience of who you truly are. And each one of those paths that each one of us has walked has prepared us to become so still, so present to the gnosis of who we truly are and fully are, as this invisible, unseen, unheard, yet fully visible, fully seen, and fully heard field of consciousness. The very fibers of the cosmos, the fibers of our Divine Mother Father, weaving and breathing us into being as the children of our Divine Parents. The light breathes through us, the love breathes through us, this unified one heart field breathes through us, breathes us into being. And if I say breathes through us, what I mean by that is the very breath and presence of who we are as this cosmic heart fields that is breathed in through every breath, breathed into this human expression, this human body. And then the question comes, so who are we? Some identify themselves as this body. Some identify them as light beings. And we're not one or the other, we're both. We are light beings weaving through our crystalline heart expressions, this body into being. And if I say us breathing this body into being, not the physical identities. No human can breathe a body into being. Being a human is having an experience of the absolute, ineffable, there's no word, presence of our Divine Parents in every single moment, breathing every human body, every animal, every plant, every mineral and crystal and elements into being through us. All the star systems, galaxies and universes is breathed into being by our Divine Parents. And we, as a one ray or one fractal in this now moment, can experience that absolute miracle of being in form. the celestial and terrestrial tapestry weaving through us. And that weaving, all of that weaving happen right here, right now, in the center of our beings, through each one of us simultaneously. All people, all animals, all plants, all minerals, all crystals, all elements, here and now. There's not, I need to go to this fourth dimension, that fifth dimension, that sixth dimension, that 11th dimension out there, or ground myself down there in that dimension of Earth, or that place in that star. No. All of that is here. All of that is here. We don't go like we used to on our journeys and paths of full remembrance. It supported us in those moments to think we are taking all our awareness up there to bring in all this angelic consciousness, and then we go down there to ground ourselves in Mother Earth. But the thing is, what I've realized and noticed in these last few moments, we don't go anywhere outside of ourselves. The whole cosmos is within us. The center of the most centered core of crystalline consciousness is in the center of our hearts. And around all of that, the very earth of our being, yeah, Gaia, in form. In the center, the moon, the sun, the planets, the galaxies, the universes, all so exquisitely within us, within each one of us. In the center of our hearts, and then in the center of the heart of each one of our cells within us. 74 trillion cells in the center of each one of them. There you will also notice your heart right there, right within you, here and now, in this body. In the center of each cell of each one of your hairs, skin, your organs, your brain, your muscles, your bones. You know we are more than 80% water in our bodies. This whole cosmic, oceanic realm, crystalline, pristine, sovereign, majestic. Center of each one of the drops of water in your blood, of all of your cells, in your bones, large bones. The center of each one of those cells, the very plasmic, crystalline waters flowing and circulating within you, renewing, regenerating all that you are in every moment. And how does this water circulate through the very breath, the holy breath of our Divine Mother Father that we breathe in every moment, circulating through us. You don't breathe from your mouth and into your lungs, you breathe into your whole body and being, every breath. And if I say you breathing, I always only refer to you as a unified presence, Divine Mother, Father, Child as one being, as one breath, in the center of each cell, in all of the cells within all of your organs and around your organs, and all the spaciousness in between, the whole cosmos of being. And the fire or the lights, the living lights, moves through each one of those cells in and around through this breath of traveling. Through the very DNA, each particle element of each one of your cells, in the center of each one of your cells, or in the heart of each one of your cells. So, what I now know, and if I say I don't refer to the identity of Saret, no. Moments before this moment, the conversation sometimes referred to that the I that was trying to figure out, who am I? Because that's a question that's often asked. A question I've heard so many times, been asked so many times, and tried to answer for myself so many times, until I realized I am not my identity or my ego. The very structure that I was taught about, none of that. Neither are you, neither is anyone else. I am, you are, we all are one unified heart field. Our Divine Mother, Father, Sophia, source of all of creation, breathing through us as children. Gaia, Sophia, giving birth to each one of us in every moment, for us to have a physical experience as the light beings that we are. The cosmic waters are not there outside of you, it's within you. The holy breath of our divine parents is not out there, it's within you. The living light that they refer to up there is not up there, it's within you. Our beloved Gaia Sophia, the very earth of our being is not down there, it's within you. All that you see outside of you, all these beautiful stars, galaxies and universes, and the earth and the sun and the moon, planets, all that you are seeing without you, is this sovereign reflection of all that's within you. so that you can see that outside of you. And it really supported me when I came to really experience and know this for myself. It really supported me to first really know and experience that within me. And then realizing and seeing the reflections outside of me supported me to ground that gnosis fully within me first, before I then start looking at people outside of me. So that I can see that ineffable, benevolent, sovereign reflections of the consciousness of our Divine Mother Father that flows through the very earth of our being. To start recognizing that in all others too. Now that I'm grounded in the earthiness and earthly reflections of the cosmos around me. And therefore, when I now look at you and all others around me, I'm practicing in every moment, in every new moment, to see their sovereign nature, to see your sovereign nature fully, your true nature. The love that flows through each one of us, to each one of us, dancing. Am I getting it right yet? Right is not the word. No. Every now and then I still see this remembrances of what used to be. Before the transformance and transcendence has occurred. As a reminder of how far we as a humanity has come. Both as a reflection of the pain that I've experienced before and the transformation in the identification of the sovereignty in others simultaneously. I think it keeps one humble. To know that both is here all of the time. All expressions of creation. All expressions of creation. In individual choosings of how our Divine Mother Father want to experience the expressions of humans, animals, plants, minerals, crystals, in all their expressions. To be a witness to how that experience are had and transformed and transcended into the wholeness and fullness of our true and sovereign divine inheritance. What a no words. And as I sit here, all that I'm hearing is stay in the center. Stay in the center. That's where the magic happens, where we can be sovereign witnesses to that which is transforming and transcending into something so majestic, so pristine, so crystalline, so sovereign. We came here to experience this, to know ourselves as that which we truly are, which we know we are. The difference is we get to experience that in form. Oh. From the center of the cell in this eyelid, in the center of the cell of this cell here, in the center of the cell of this cell here, and here, here, from the center of each one of our 74 trillion cells, a symphony in process being sung through us. And we can be sovereign witnesses to that. Through the depths, the heights, and the breaths of the spheres, the circles, the globes of consciousness that we are. Each one of our cells are. So what I'm realizing is when we refer to the heights, the natural what's the word, expression almost is height. When you say to anyone height, they will look at height. If you say depth, people will go down to depth, and breadth, they will go like that. And what I'm realizing is, as I hear those words, breadth and depth and height, that refers to centeredness, experiencing self in the fullness, spherically so. And always to keep my awareness in the center of all, for the centers of all of my 74 trillion cells. And what I'm noticing as I'm expressing that, it supports me to stay present in all the cells throughout my whole body simultaneously. It's easy to just stay in the heart. I'm so used to holding my heart like this because I know this is the entry point, that little centeredness that I spoke about. But with your awareness in the center of each one of the 74 trillion cells, It allows for my awareness to stay within my hands, arms, shoulders, head, back, front, hips, legs, and feet simultaneously, so that I can take full the word that comes to mind is occupation, to occupy. I know that's not the word, but to be fully present in the fullness, in all the dimensions of my body, in this body, so that my essence is not only present in the center of my heart, but flow and circulate out to the heart of each one of my 74 trillion cells, ever so gracefully with every breath. And the circulation to be restored as my awareness moves from my toes to my hands to my head to the front of my chest, the back, my stomach, and the lower back, so that my awareness gets used to this new way of being in my body. With Sophia, my Divine Mother, Father, and me as child in every single cell, be present there. So it becomes this unified, trinitized presence for each one of my cells and around each one of those cells. To be fully present in my whole body the whole time. And maybe to use a different word, as I hear myself say the whole time, to replace that in every new now moment, to be fully aware in the center of each one of my cells simultaneously. I've been practicing and been sharing that for a few moments. So aware of the words I'm using now. But to allow for this new practice to be fully grounded through me. Into my one crystalline home, you into your one crystalline home. Each one of us fully present in our bodies, in our crystalline bodies and homes. Being a home for all the experiences, the very temple, the very sacred and sovereign place and space that all of us have become familiar with within us. And to now, in the center of each one of our cells, to have the full gnosis and experience of that masterpiece of our Divine Mother, Father, the visionary expressions that's flowing through us as resonators of that, to fully experience that. Anchored and grounded in the center of each one of our cells, so that each one of our cells feel that they are part of the soulscape and expression within us. To truly know what it means to be the grounding of our messengers. Messages as messengers. So that each cell, as we stand in the heart, in the center of each one of our cells, looking through our spiritual eyes simultaneously out from the center of each one of our cells in all directions, as the spheres that we are, the depths and heights and breadths, like the rays of a sun each one of our 74 trillion cells feeling the vision that we are receiving, seeing the vision, hearing it, knowing it, being it, and grounding it in the center of each one of our cells. So that each one of our cells know that we cannot be the messengers and the clarity that comes with that if it's not fully grounded for each one of our cells, which therefore requires us to be present in each one of our cells in every now and new moment, to be a sovereign witness of how each cell transforms and transcends from these two-stranded to 12-stranded crystalline expressions, and to be a witness to that within. So how will it look like and feel like and sound like for each one of us to stay centered in each one of our cells and to be a witness to this ineffable, majestical transformation into the sovereign nature of our beings? To be a witness to that, to experience that, to know that so fully, so clearly, so deeply, that we know who we truly are. What comes to me in this moment is to be a full emanation of the grace of Sophia. And simultaneously a sovereign witness to that grace. Yes, we are simultaneously experiencing that. The echoes, echoing through us, through our bones, through our teeth, through our nails, through our muscles, through our organs. Each one of our cells to start experiencing themselves in their true crystalline nature. As those DNA strands unfold, uncurl, start to flow and circulate in their crystalline expression, gracefully, naturally, organically. What is supporting me, the image that just came to me was learn, become used to, practice, experience, play with, seeing myself as I'm sitting here right now, to not see myself only sitting in the center of each one of my cells looking forward, but also seeing my body sitting, looking in all these directions. It's almost taking, this body and all around the back, all around, seeing my eyes like it is now, but seeing this body Am I, looking out in all those possible directions and therefore dimensions in every single cell, seeing that same image right now. All 74 trillion cells, see myself sitting like this and looking out like that. Nose, ears, this, all of this, all the bodies down to my toes. Just got that vision come to me. Of course, we are used to looking at what's in front of us here in this physical form. So to become curious and play with what will that experience be like, to do so, practicing looking out like that. So staying in the center of our inner sight and practicing how to have that sight in this physical form like that. So I know I know that there's a tree behind me, not because I have to look at it to see it, but I know there's a tree. I know this is there, this is there. I know what's around me. So the spatial awareness of the spaciousness around, and to touch into that with my sight, with my hearing, with my smelling, my sensing, and to start experiencing this that I'm feeling within as I sit in the center of each one of those cells or standing, to practice how that will look like here, to touch out everywhere. First with all that's in nature, that's just easier. And then to the people in the community and in the country and so. And remember to see yourself in the cell of each one of your teeth, your nose, everywhere in your body. Centeredness in the center of each one of your cells. Grounding your sovereign and true nature. The wholeness and the fullness and the beauty of that. And if I say you, I mean you in your sovereign, unified expression as mine. I'm saying that to myself too. Let's ground this transmission. If you can ever so gently and gracefully close your eyes. And become aware of your awareness moving to the center of your heart. And simultaneously to the center of each one of your 74 trillion cells. Allow that to happen organically and naturally. Let's just briefly move through the whole body. Together. From each one of your cells in your brain. See yourself sitting or standing in the center of each one of your cells in your brain. Your eyes, your nose, your ears, your mouth, your teeth, your jaw, your skull, and all the places and spaces in between all of those cells in your head, down to the top of your spine where your skull rests, that first vertebra to the second vertebra, down to each one of the vertebrae, to the tailbone, all 33, and the cells in each one of the vertebra, your ribs, and each one of the cells. See yourself sitting in the center. Your shoulder bones, your arms bones, your finger bones, your hip bones, your leg bones, your feet bones, back to your neck, all the cells around your spine in your neck, all the flesh there, your voice box, down into your heart, each one of the cells, the center, you are there, your lungs, down into your stomach, through your stomach, each one of those cells. Let them come, be aware of your awareness upon them. And as you do and as they do, you realize it's you within each one of them too, in their crystalline essence. Through your lungs, your stomach, your gallbladder, your liver, small intestine, large intestine, your womb, all other cells around these organs. And now all muscles in your head, your neck, your arms, your back, your front, lower back, your abdomen, your bum, upper legs, lower legs, feet, the sinew around each one of your muscles, and the cells in each one of the sinew. And now all the spaciousness around each one of these places that we just touched, with your awareness in the center of all that spaciousness, all the fluids within your body, circulating so majestically. The crystalline waters of grace, with the holy breath of our Divine Mother Father, circulating this so exquisitely, the living lights, the living love, the unified presence. And as you keep your awareness in the center of each one of your cells and the spaciousness around each one of your cells, you can gently open your eyes and just move your awareness to your awareness of yourself being fully present in the center of each one of your cells, simultaneously in all of your hair, your whole head, your neck, your arms, your body. So just see the 74 trillion cells lighting up simultaneously. as you sit or stand in the center of each one of those cells, and start practicing that. And as you stand and sit in the center of each one of your cells, to have a full circular view of each one of your cells and the experience of each one of those small little toric fields joyously circulating upon your awareness of them and their presence. And all the spaciousness, the very earth of each one of your cells, the very Milky Way circulating, flowing through you, the essence of the sun and the moon, all the planets. In the center of each one of those, your crystalline essence flowing through, around each one of your organs, in the spaciousness of grace, all the different galaxies and universes, touching into your skin, and allow that emanation to organically flow and circulate anew. And as you do, as you're looking at this transmission, become aware of yourself simultaneously looking around. While you're staying in this position physically, how you are with your crystalline light body, looking out in all these directions, all these directions, all these directions, simultaneously. Each one of your cells, your whole body. As you stand in the center of the sphere of the cosmic body that you are, feeling the presence of your Divine Mother, Father, and you as child, the very earth of your being, the very galaxies of your being, the very universes and multiverses of your being, your one cosmic crystalline body. Trinitized, always as one. Pristine, sovereign, crystalline, majestic. Touch into the awareness of the space that is around you, the same space that's within you is around you. But just ground your human awareness so it can acclimate and emanate out to your home, community, country, continent. And so it is. Thank you for being with me in this co-creation, co-weaving, co-circulation and emanation of grace, of the gnosis, of our Divine Mother, Father, child breathing into being. That which we know we are, but to have the absolute honor to experience in form. I love you dearly. I love you deeply. And I love you wholeheartedly. Until the next new